Welcome back to Home Video, this is James. Russian Ark is a 2002 experimental historical drama directed by Alexander Sokolov. The film was shot in one long continuous take that went for 96 minutes. It was shot on a digital camera, and up until 2002 it was really hard for filmmakers to film such a long continuous shot on film stock because they would have to keep changing the film reels over. Alfred Hitchcock tried this method with the film Rope and tried to make it look like the film was one continuous take, but it was actually sectioned up into half a dozen or so 10-20 minute takes that through the editing process would try and make it look seamless. There are other films that have tried to implement this one-take method, such as Birdman 1917, but like Rope, they are half a dozen scenes edited together to make it look like they are one continuous shot. Russian Ark is one long take and there's no cuts in between at all.
А что это за люди, а? Какого они сословия-то эти люди?
There's a film called Victoria. The dialogue was improvised, so that's why I'm choosing to focus more on Russian Ark, because it was a scripted film. Everything had to be in place perfectly, and they ended up getting the one take shot on the fourth take. The interesting thing about Russian Ark is that the museum that they filmed in would only allow them to film for one day. So they only had one day of shooting and they had to get the shot on that day. The camera traverses through 33 rooms. There was over 2,000 actors. There's lavish production design. So there was really a lot involved into making and getting this shot. It really is quite an extraordinary technical feat. The plot follows an unnamed narrator, and he basically wanders through each room and encounters various real and fictional people and different periods in the city's 300-year history. There's an interesting dichotomy between the narrator and the person he interacts with, who is a French traveller. The French traveller basically talks about how the Russians aren't as good with their art as the Europeans are, and the narrator, who's obviously Russian, basically tries to call him out on that, and they discuss things back and forth.
Какой хороший и большой оркестр. Наверняка европейцы.
Нет, это русские музыканты.
Европейцы. Итальянцы.
Русские.
Now, going into the film, I wasn't really sure what to expect. But as it plays out, the film is kind of dreamlike. It's quite haunting at times, quite surreal. The film plays out like an immersive museum tour more than a film itself.
Ну что же вы молчите? И куропатки, и дети, и Мадонна.
Like I said, with the lavish production design, there were 3 orchestras on set that play variously throughout the film, and most of the sound and dialogue was put in during the editing process. The actors act as if they don't know that the camera is following them, but sometimes the fourth wall is broken and some actors will interact with the camera.
Ну все, господа, до свидания.
Куда же вы? Куда, сударыня? Вот видите, она обиделась, ушла.
Like I've said before, the story is mostly everything in a film. You need a good story. And I found there really was a lack of a story in this, but being an experimental film, I kind of expected that. It's not the kind of film that I could really watch many times over. Like I said, the story just wasn't there, and it did feel a little bit trivial at times, but there was that one-of-a-kind technical brilliance there that kept me watching until the end. So with that, I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. Leave a comment, let us know if you've seen Russian Ark. I'd like to know your thoughts. I'd like to know if you enjoyed it or not. Please subscribe to the channel, because I've found that a lot of the people that are returning just aren't subscribed. It really means a great deal. All you do is just click the button. It's free, no memberships involved, no nothing, just gotta click it and really make a big difference to us at the Home Video channel. So thanks for watching, guys. This is James signing off from the Home Video channel.
Очарование какое, а? видел.